Makes me think he might not have Glare. And this is why I didn't want to trick with Gallade. Because Gallade is the only thing that outspeeds this. I'm gonna bring in Gallade there. And I think I'm just gonna go for the Psycho Cut. In case he tries to go into Among Us. So we have Gallade. Yo, what's up guys? AFC Adino here. We're going into a game immediately. I'm gonna be using this Dragonite Gallade team. And we're playing against the Volcarona. Definitely not fun to see. That Exeggutor can be scary too. So we gotta rely a lot on Suicune in this game. His Sacred Sword switch is Volcarona, but if I can get up rocks against my opponent, I might be able to pressure him a lot. So what I'll do is I'm gonna start it off with my piece of with Lucario, which is something I'm actually afraid of. So if this is Focus Sash, then I'm fine with just Earthquaking him. He might be Sash, but at least then he's gonna die to the Rock Skin as well if he Ice Punches me, and he's not Life Orb, so I might be able to live his attack and he dies. So that's basically a free kill on the turn 1. And now I have an easier time committing my Suicune to his guy. Now we do see the Garchomp coming in, and he does have Hippowdon, so I don't think it's the Rocker on his team. So I am going to pivot out there and keep this Garchomp because I can still use it to click rocks on Hippo. He goes straight for the Dragon Rush, which is not doing that much. The U-turn there. Don't want to give him momentum. I could obviously Roost there, but I want to keep momentum, and that kind of reveals to me. So we are going to bring in this is a Build Guitar, because U-turn shouldn't do that little if he's offensive. So Maniburst versus Tyranitar. If he's Choice Banded but with max speed, I should do more than 18. I should do 19.4 at the very least. So now I'm gonna throw out the Earthquake. If Hippowdon comes in, that's completely fine. Doing 36, which is actually a lot of damage considering my set. But yeah, we do see Hippo, which is cool, and I'm actually gonna Stealth Rock alongside him. But I don't want to take an Earthquake with Garchomp, because I'm actually getting HP back, and that might be necessary later on. As he clicks Roar on me, hold up. Into the Suicune, and you are not going to appreciate this, sir. Cause look at his team, bro. It has no water resist. I am going to go for Scald there, though. And just click it. I got the rocks up, which is already really nice. And he hard swaps into the drill. This is gonna do it like 80, 90. Oh, did he just die? Okay, you can forfeit now because Exeggutor was literally your way of winning. I guess you can still win with Volk, but you're not able to remove my Stealth Rock at this point. So basically, Tyranitar coming in now, and he decides to forfeit. Those are some really questionable plays, man. Like I said, the Lucario play in the beginning. Like, if you wanna make something happen that badly, I guess it would have worked on a really offensive Garchomp. So maybe he wasn't expecting that, but you're always going to take that Earthquake. And if I'm Impish Garchomp, I'm still gonna live and you're still gonna die to Earthquake, and I'm going to through your Sash because you touched me with the Rough Skin. So yeah, really interesting that he went for that. And then the Roar play on his Hippo was also really interesting because I wasn't in threat of dying, but I definitely wanted rocks up because he had Volcarona, and it forced his Exeggutor to use one turn to Rapid Spin as well, meaning that it would be one less turn he would either Swords Dance or get an Earthquake off, which is something I was aiming for. Now we have a Garchomp, Chansey, Chandelure, Gyarados, Mienshao, Loom Core. looks really threatening. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna start it up with Dragonite again. I expect either a Mienshao or a Garchomp lead into my team. But what I'll just do is I'm gonna just fire off a Draco Meteor immediately. Not sure if, because I want to figure out if this is fake out, if whatever this set is, you know. And he doesn't have a switch. If I was choice banded, bro, like Dragonclaw, like your team is like Dragon as Dragonite. You really gotta need the tools for that to face. But I guess you can. Okay. You just click Stone Edge turn 1, except Life Orb, by the way, and that means you are going to die on your Mienshao, sir. Really interesting play. Cool. Well, if you had Fake Out, why don't you just go for Fake Out first? But I'll take it. I'll take it. It's not like I cannot use my Dragonite versus his team anymore. Now we see Gyarados coming in, which, if it is timid, it's gonna outspeed me. And once again, guys, I have a full HP Mandibuzz, so don't start Dragon Dancing with Gyarados straight away. Get in your Garchomp. I just use Draco Meteor, get up rocks, or get in Chansey, get up rocks, and then try to Dragon Dance with Gyarados. You have way better odds of doing something. But now, because now I'm just getting up Mandibuzz for free, I'm not getting pressured. And if he clicks Dragon Dance, you're going to take a lot from foul play. If you attack me, you're taking Rocky Helmet damage. So, really not beneficial for him. And what I'm gonna do here, just looking at his team, I am going to Roost because I can easily foul play him. But if he Dragon Dances, it's gonna be the same thing as him. Like he Dragon Dances in front of me, but it's gonna. I'm actually gonna have more HP than if he would Ice Fang me twice. And I don't get 2-hit KO'd, meaning that if he does flinch me, I still have a chance to kill him. That's basically what I'm going for. So, okay. I'm not sure what to say about this one, but you should just watch my video. Maybe I should link in my channel because you really need some fundamentals, man. You're Dragon Dancing twice against the Mandibuzz. Like, what are you doing, bro? I'm actually gonna foul play this because if I get chip on this, then I can actually Psycho Cut spam his team. I'm gonna Roost there. Keeps Dragon Clawing, which is fine. And yeah, some really interesting predicaments here. But I am keep roosting. I'm just going to keep roosting. Maybe he doesn't have Stealth on his team. Then you need to watch my team building video. Because I kind of want to keep the Mandibuzz still for the Breloom, which it's going to be. It is actually a core breaker of my team. It's a pretty common mod too, and my team is pretty weak to it, so really got to rely on Mandibuzz staying healthy. Obviously, I can revenge kill with my Gallade. Yeah, we're gonna keep our Mandibuzz at full. And if Chandelure comes in, we do have Tyranitar. Really nice to say to have Tyranitar. Like when you're facing Chandelure, Volcarona, those kind of mons can always be scary. And it's just really nice to say that I have a Tyranitar to deal with that. But yeah, he forfeits the game, which is there, of course. Isn't much. At least, I'll give him this. At least he can notify that the game is over. Like, you cannot win at that point. Like, you needed Mienshao to punch holes into my team, especially since you had Stone Edge. So instead, what he probably should have done, if you had Fake Out, you definitely go for Fake Out first. But if you don't have Fake Out, you just U-turn with the Dragonite. You just U-turn with the Dragonite, and you're gonna look for opportunities. Maybe get up the rocks again and click Close Combat with your. Like you gotta notify your win condition. I am pretty weak to Mienshao. The only thing that's faster is my Scarf Gallade, right? So every time Mienshao comes in, he can pressure my team a lot. So basically, what he could do is get up his Stealth Rock with Chansey probably, because Garchomp didn't use it, and then punch holes into my team with Mienshao. And once my... Because at a certain point I might need to switch in my Mandibuzz, and if that happens and I take one close combat, then I'm not able to switch into the Gyarados anymore. You gotta pressure me in that way, but you're not gonna use your win condition straight away turn 1 without any setup. You didn't set up anything. You didn't set up rocks. You didn't weaken anything. Like, you gotta set it up first, and that's something we focus a lot on within the channel. But yeah, I don't really like when players do those kind of actions. Turn 1, shell smashing, those kind of things. And now Suicune stall, pretty interesting with the relentless and duck trio. I don't see a defogger on this team, so the moment I get up all my hazards, it's just going to be extremely painful for him. Makes me kind of want to lead off with my Garchomp, but on the other hand, if he leads
Serperior.
I am actually in a really tough position, so I'm gonna go Dragonite first because I'm pretty weak to Serp, and we're just gonna go for the I think Ice Beam hits his team pretty well, so we're just gonna Ice Beam here. I don't know if he wants to glare onto me, but I just want to force a position in which I can get in my Garchomp, click Stealth Rock, click Spikes, and basically break the sub from this duck trio. That's gonna be a tough road for my Suicune, having Amoonguss and Serperior. But if I can pressure them well enough, and especially if I get up rocks, he has no Dark Resist, so I can Night Slash with my Gallade as well. On Arena Class, just gotta look for those opportunities. Basically, if I get up rocks, Duck Trio cannot revenge kill me. Like, you can basically choose to let something die. And we do see Suicune coming in here, which is completely fine here. I'm gonna go Garchomp here. He might have dissipated my own Suicune, but I don't. I definitely think Dragonite is pretty decent against this team. Oh, this is not good. That's an Ice Beam one. Actually extremely tough. Because I want to get Stealth Rock and Spikes. Now, I'm actually in a really annoying position. Okay, so do we just Spike up here? And it's really tough. Ice Beam, like, I have Suicune, which is a fine answer, but I think me winning is really depending on if I can get up both my hazards, because I definitely need I'm gonna double into Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz doesn't do much. It is annoying if I face a double dance for Uniclus, but I have a Roar on my Suicune. But basically what I want to do here is catch him with my Mandibuzz and get off my U-turn, get some chip on this. Oh, this might actually be Defog Serp, now that I look at this team. So definitely don't want to let Suicune die like that. If that's a wait, that might actually be defog. So it might be really beneficial to go for a Gallade trick. But if I hold on to my old win condition here, it is to get up hazards and then click buttons with Gallade. But now it might change the game if Serperior is actually defog, because he would be extremely weak to me stacking up hazards. So what I'm actually gonna do, I got the free U-turn, so again I am going to bring in my Dragonite, my Garchomp here, and we're gonna slowly heal him up. So what I'm gonna do again is bring in my Suicune, and rely on the leftovers recovery with U-turn, heal him back up, and from there, again, like, the win condition stays the same. Set up my hazards, and I'm gonna pressure him with my Gallade. But I kind of want to get up both hazards. And I will actually randomly Scald here. If I catch Serperior on a Scald burn, that's gonna be nice. Because I need information on this. So 13.2. We don't get a Scald burn, but I got information. Suicune versus the Serperior. How much am I supposed to do with Scald? 13.2 is too little. Oh, 13.2, he might actually be. Oh, he's definitely rocking some HP. Gonna bring him a Dragonite there. He goes for Leaf Storm, but I still keep my multi-skill intact, so... And I guess against this team, I'm just gonna throw some flamethrowers. I'd rather burn the Suicune and freeze him because he has Scald. If Suicune doesn't want to come into me. And that's one Leaf Storm, he has 7 more left. And I know my Serperior can... he goes for Relentless, which is fine. Getting up a flamethrower here. And just to get that information, I am going to drop a Draco on him. Just to figure out, because I'm not really afraid of Relentless at this point, because I do have Suicune to roar him out. I do have Mandibuzz plus Tyranitar. But I just want to fire off this Draco. Also knowing that that's just the Serperior Leaf Storm didn't do that much. Obviously, it was supported by my multi-skill. But basically, if I switch in Dragonite, as long as he doesn't glare, paralyze me, I will always get off an attack against the Serp. Because I think Serperior is really the gatekeeper. Once I kill Serperior, I can start winning with Suicune. And once Serperior is gone, his only potential Stealth Rocker is gone too. So it's really about pressuring here. And he was anticipating my... Oh my god. He was anticipating my Tar to come in. I think he might forfeit here. Because now I don't have to worry about clicking buttons with Gallade. Because first I needed Rocks up versus him. But now we see Chansey coming in, and I am just gonna bring in my Garchomp at this point and figure out if his guy is defog. Because with the leftovers, I should be able to live. I don't live 2 Seismic Doses actually, but he goes for rocks himself, and now I'm gonna go for spikes because I think well, actually, it doesn't really matter. We can go for rocks anyway. And if I'm correct there, guys, I shouldn't die to Leaf Storm here with my Garchomp, if I'm correct. So then I can Dragon Tail him out. And he actually goes Suicune, which could be nice if I roar him into anything that isn't Serperior. There we go. So now I can get up spikes as well. Like I said, I'm not afraid of this thing. And I have Taunt on my Tyranitar. If this is Double Dance, yeah, doesn't matter. If this is Double Dance, I literally have Taunt. So unless he runs a move, but yeah. The moment he clicks Calm Wind, I am going to switch out though. Because taking that store power is a bit too much. I'm just able to bring in my my Tar here. As it tries to go for stored power, doesn't do anything, of course. I'm just gonna superpower here. Because the thing here is, I mean, I have two dark types, so basically what I can do here is force him out of all his stored powers, because he has to click it versus me. And here I can go Mandibuzz. If he tries to switch into Serperior, I can get a free U-turn, which in return also gives me a free switch into Gallade. And with all this hazards damage and the U-turn, I might be able to do something with Night Slash. We'll just have to see. Gonna swap out there, and indeed into the Serp. And we're gonna find out if this is Defog. Because the Sandstorm is gonna negate his leftovers recovery. And like I said, I should be able to get off a U-turn here. He just leaves Storm, so makes me think he might not have Glare. And this is why I didn't want to trick with Gallade. Because Gallade is the only thing that outspeeds this. I'm gonna bring in Gallade there. And I think I'm just gonna go for the Psycho Cut. In case he tries to go into Among Us. So we have Gallade versus Serperior. Psycho Cut plus 58, which should be enough to knock him out. Actually, I don't have to care. I just Sacred Sword. I'm not sure about his EV spread, because if he lives my attack, that can actually be really annoying. Because he hasn't clicked Defog yet, so he might have Dragon Pill still on his Serperior. And if I die, then he can literally sweep my team. I'd rather just make sure because if the moment he switches out, he's gonna be much easier to deal with. And I will always revenge kill him with my Gallade. So if he switches into Among Us, that's fine. If he switches into relentless, that's fine. But I don't want him to attack me here for free. Basically, with me missing or something. Because I am going to die to leave Starmare. But if this isn't Defog Serp, this is a really bad team. Yeah, he does stay in versus me. Because what are you gonna do against? Well, whatever. Because again, I just abuse him with my max hazard, so just really interesting. Don't want to get Tyranitar poisoned, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring in Garchomp and we're gonna set up more spikes. And he actually swaps out there. Goes into Suicune. Do I go for spikes here? Kinda want to go for spikes there. But I should probably just play it slow. Because this Suicune is getting really low now, so I can just roar him out with my Suicune. He actually reveals Sub. Okay, and with that being his set, I am just going for the roar here. And I'm just gonna roar him out, and this means he's going to forfeit most likely. So a really interesting stall team he had there. But yeah, that's not really too convincing, and I'm going straight into the Garchomp, stack my spikes against you. Yeah, Garchomp doesn't take any damage from the Stealth Rock due to my leftovers. Like, there's no way of winning it for him now. Well, I still have my 6 months, that's why. But he is using stall teams with win conditions, but it might be more beneficial to him to go for a Side Stroke Focus Blast Relentless than a Sword Power one. But if he traps Tyranitar, that's a different story. But yeah, against me, he did switch in the Duxtron and Draco Meteor. Well, I just wanted the information on there. Because I would still do a lot of damage there. Now I am able to go for an extra layer of spikes, and that should put Suicune close to the dirt, so yeah, it's not looking good for him. All I can say here. He might just go for Spore. Doesn't really matter. I don't know why he's still playing. Actually, I got the max hazards here. we're just gonna keep earthquaking now. Just doing the damage here. Because I can also dial it down to a win with so there we see the spore coming, and now I can use sleep fodders. Now my Garchomp is sleep fodder. I already got the max hazards, so not really worried there. And I should be able to go into my Dragonite and really put pressure on the Chansey. Because that's kind of what I wanted him to do, so that I can freely switch in my Dragonite on the Among Us. Because again, with these hazards up, it's just going to be extremely tough for him. But yeah, we haven't seen Serperior's other moves. I think we only saw Leaf Storm, so he might still have Defog on the guy, and then that would still be pretty decent for him. Suicune is going to die to the hazard, so don't have to worry about him. And I have my Chansey in. So it's Spore, Giga Drain on Among Us. And basically what I have to do is... Okay, he brings in this. Doesn't really matter. Throw off. Should I throw off a Draco here? I'm gonna waste actually HP on this. 56. Pretty nice. And you know the beautiful thing here. Both is Stealth Rocker. Was Duck Throw the Rocker actually? I actually don't remember who used Stealth Rock versus me. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Chansey. Oh, Duck Throw died actually, so I think it was Chansey with the Stealth Rock. Duck Throw died coming in on my Draco. He wasn't sashed either. So I don't need to defog actually. So what I'll do then is bring in Mandibuzz. It doesn't really matter how much he sets up. Now that's really funny that he went for that acid armor. Now he's just wasting my time. Like I literally have two dark types. And one of them has taunt, so... But that's the recover. I wanted to trade my thing with his recover, of course. Just gonna U-turn here. Then we can bring in the Tar. Like, he doesn't touch Tar, so every time I bring in Tar, it gets leftovers recovery. And then it gets leftovers recovery again, and then I don't take Stealth Rock damage. Like, he is really holding on to this. Like, I think he just hates me. I think he just hates me, and that's why he wanted to do this. But you know I have taunt, so... I'm basically gonna stall you out of all your sword powers. And don't worry, man, it is BP max, so... My taunt is BP max, so... What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna Rock Tomb. Because Chansey cannot do anything to me. And you're wasting store power PP, so I'll take it. I don't think I necessarily need my Rock Tomb either. I'm just gonna keep clicking Rock Tomb. Because it's gonna trade with his stored power. Because the moment he doesn't have stored power, I just switch between my mods, so it doesn't really matter. We're just gonna keep our taunts up. I should use Pursuit actually. But I wanted to hit. Oh, he did switch out there. He didn't switch. That's fine. I guess he doesn't realize this. Now the Among Us does come in, but yeah. All those hazards plus my Rock Tomb. It's gonna add up. It is gonna add up. And yeah, we just get in the Dragonite again. Garchomp is still a steep burger. This is why I kind of kept staying in. And I will just drop a Draco again. Like I said, if Chansey comes in, it is on a lot of hazard damage. Chansey's on the timer too. Basically, all I need to do is not allow Tyranitar to get poisoned by either Toxic or Sludge Bomb. And what I can do now is go hard into Gallade, because if he doesn't click Soft Boil here, or if he doesn't click Wish Protect, then he cannot come in on Dragonite again, and that is going to be extremely bad for him. But we do see this play. And literally, I can trick here. If Among Us comes in, I don't think I saw Black Sludge. And he gives me leftovers, which is amazing, because now I get leftovers and he gets an unboosted Side Shock, so yeah, you might as well give up here. I am just going for the Night Slash anyway, as he decides to forfeit now, and we win this game. Thank you everyone for watching, breaking down Stall in our last game. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel, as I'm on my way to 6,000 subscribers. Long way, but hopefully we can get it. And I would like to hit 7,000 before the end of next year. It's probably gonna be my goal. But yeah, hope you guys will be there for along the ride as well. And yeah, if you are interested in this team, you can check it out on Patreon. There's a PokePaste plus team building video on this team for you to check out. And yeah, guys, join our Discord server as well if you'd like to discuss this game or discuss PvP in general. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out.